Hello, it's Matt from Walx Preston, and we are going live about poles. So I want to tell you all about how amazing poles are and how fantastic they can be for you. So really simple. Let's get started. Give me a minute and I'll show you my poles. Yeah. Give me 10 minutes and I'll show you how you can get a sweat on. Give me an hour and you'll be begging to go home. If you come on one of the classes, then this is how we can transform your life with the way that we utilize the poles to give you those additional benefits. So let's hear about what part of you can potentially improve and why you would want to take up pole walking. So everyone's kind of concerned about their tummy. What can you do with that? So if you'd rather fit into your jeans and not have a muffin top coming over the top, then pole walking is for you. What about your butt cheeks? Yeah. Would you like your butt cheeks so tight and toned that people will be looking at you as you walk down the street? Possibly. And what about your posture? Would you like it so tall and straight and looking fantastic that you are pointing forwards rather than drooping down? Yeah, all of those different things are things that you can get out of pole walking. We can turn a walk into a workout, and we can make a generalized walk into a full body workout. And so in that sense, we are all humans and we all walk on our feet, whether that's walking from the house to the car or from the car to the office or just around the garden or just to the shop. But we don't really engage ourselves in the way that we could do. So this is how pole walking can benefit you. It's learning about them. You know, these things, you might have seen people walking with them. You might think, good grief, that looks a little bit strange. You might have thought, why are they doing that in the park, walking with poles? You might have heard the expression, people saying, where's the snow? You know, are you walking to the mountains? Why are you walking on the flat with those poles? And again, it's a learning curve. It's finding out about them. It's finding about the benefits of them. And this is what we want to tell you about here. So for me, I can give you a number of intellectual benefits, but why would I want to do that? We can all read about those benefits, and if we just read about them, we intellectualize over them, then nothing is going to happen. What we need to do is actually get out and do it. And that's why we offer this course called The Power of the Poles, where we take you through this experiential learning program that is over the course of 90 minutes, where we take you into the environment of walking with the poles and feeling the benefits of utilizing them in the correct way. So what we're doing, we put the poles in our hand, and rather than walking, holding them and walking with them like crutches or supports for balance and support, and again, they can offer an amount of balance and support, but what we're doing is we're sticking those poles in your hands, and we are transforming the length of your arms by virtue of the pole that sits in your hand and touches the ground. So you're connecting yourself, your body, your upright posture from your shoulders into the poles, around the glove strap in your hands, into the paws of the poles, touching the grass or touching the ground. So you have effectively longer front limbs. So you imagine that you would turn from a two-legged, upright, bipedal human creature into a four-legged Nordic walking creature, let's say. So the whole movement is a dynamic movement that allows you to engage the strong upper body, and you mobilize the joints of the upper body, the shoulders. You swing the arms from the shoulder, so you relax off any tension in the neck and the shoulder, and you let the arms swing. And in that rotation, or that swinging movement, that creates some kind of rotation just nominally in the spine. So you are moving more of your body than you would be if you're walking, and particularly if you're walking with forward rounded shoulders, hunched over forward, looking in the ground, overthinking about things, and possibly holding both something in your hands, as in a heavy handbag or computer satchel or some shopping, and thinking too much about things, which would put that tension from the mind into the shoulders and into the body. So we are relaxing ourselves. Sorry, that was a phone call, turn that off. We are creating a nice upright posture. We're standing tall, we're looking forward, and we have the poles in our hand. We're swinging the arms from the shoulder, we're planting the poles into the ground, and we are pushing the ground away behind us. As we do that, we are engaging the whole of the body from the feet, through the ankles, the knees, the hips, up through to the chest and the shoulders. And again, like I said, mobilizing more joints of the body. We are engaging more muscles in the body. And through that process, we are elevating our heart rate. We're turning that walk into a workout. We are creating more use of the body, more energy is engaged. We elevate the heart rate. We elevate the way that the oxygen goes into the lungs. In terms of if we were forward rounded shoulders and we tried to breathe, there would be a certain closing off of the lungs. If we stand up tall, open the chest, then that allows the oxygen to flow through into the lungs as we are elevating our pace, elevating the activation of the muscles in the body, activating the joints of the body, and again, making that walk into a workout. So as we do that, we push the ground away, we propel ourselves along both with our feet, but with the poles as well. And again, using this strong upper body that we would usually carry on our feet, we support ourselves, we use more of the body to make that walk effective and push ourselves along. So in pushing ourselves along, that both elevates the pace and, again, like I said, activates the muscles and the joints and provides more of a calorie burn. So whilst you're doing the pole walking, and it's recognized in the literature, you can look at it, again, you can read about it, you can think about it, you can intellectualize over it, but until you're actually doing it, you don't fully recognize and realize it in your own body. So as you're walking with the poles, it's recognized that you can burn about 43% more calories than you would do if you were just ordinary walking. And again, there are different types of poles. So there are some bungee poles that you could use, and you could even elevate up to about 77% of an increase in calorie burn than just by ordinary walking. But let's look at that walking gait and that movement, and let's start with the feet. So the feet, we are starting to move the feet into a rolling gait action. So we're striking down with the heel and we're rolling through the ball of the foot and we're pushing off the toe. And again, that to a certain extent, that's coming through an increased pace. It's the way that we place the feet down, the legs, move the legs. You know, we're not just stomping our flat foot down on the ground, walking at a slow pace. We're elevating our pace. We're striking down with the heel, rolling through, pushing off the toe, and the feet have a lot of bones in there. So there's a lot of bones and the muscles, and we're kind of activating the feet, and we are strengthening the feet, and we're strengthening around the ankles by walking out in that particular way, more so than we would do if we were just kind of walking from the car to work or around the shops. As we're doing that rolling foot action and we are moving along at slightly elevated pace, then we are effectively working the calves, and we are contracting the calf muscles, and the calf muscle is reportedly the second heart. So the blood's going from the heart down through the body, down to the feet, and in the ankles, that muscle in the legs that pumps back the blood up to the body. So we're kind of activating that muscle. So again, we're toning that muscle right up to the hips, and we are striding out, maybe lengthening the stride a little bit. Those muscles that go through the hips, we are toning them. Again, we are elevating the pace, so we are potentially walking further distance and with a little bit more energy and effort, and therefore the muscles in the butt cheeks are being toned. And again, those are all things that effectively could be toned with walking, but we are able to facilitate it better by the use of the poles. Just the whole methodology of the technique with the poles is going to allow you to tone up those butt cheeks and those legs better than if you were just walking under normal circumstances. Part of the action as we go up the body is that we're moving into the zone of the tummy, and the tummy is linked to the arm swing. So we're swinging the arms, we're planting the poles, we're pushing the ground away behind us, we are propelling ourselves along forward, and each time that we place the pole down on the ground and we push from the shoulder into the glove strap, into the ground, we are effectively activating our core or tummy muscles. So the activation of the tummy muscles means that for every step that we do, if we're going to go for a walk, for example, for about an hour, then we do about 5,000 steps on average. And again, it'll be different from different person to different person. But if we do 5,000 steps, we're going to do about 5,000 arm swings. Every time we do an arm swing, we're planting the pole in the ground. We're activating from the shoulder into the glove strap of the pole into the ground, and we're activating that core region of the body. So what's happening there is we're effectively getting a sit-up or the equivalent of a sit-up for every step that we do. So for 5,000 steps on a walk over the course of an hour, we'll have done the equivalent of 5,000 sit-ups. So you are simplifying the way that you can do your workout by doing it multiple things at once. Part of what's happening is you are swinging your arms, planting the poles, activating the core of the body. You are also activating the backs of the arms. So you're toning your bingo wings by virtue of the planting the pole, the way that you hold the pole, and again that's with a loose grip, so you're not creating any tension in the wrist or the hand up through the arm into the shoulder. We're relaxing all of that off. Then as we plant the pole, push the ground away, propel ourselves forward, we have to engage the tricep muscle, the back of the arm. And many of our walkers over the years have said, you know, I've taken up the Nordic walking. I've not done anything other than just walking with the poles. You know, maybe they were doing Pilates or yoga or swimming or something else, but they didn't change any of that. So the only kind of changing parameter is that they added the Nordic walking, and they say, you know what, I've been doing this for a couple of weeks, couple of months, whatever it is, and I'm really noticing it in the back of my arms, really noticing it's toning my arms, slimming down my arms. And for a lot of women, that's a real major benefit, you know. Whether it's just about feeling stronger, whether it's about being out on the beach, having the confidence to wear a bikini and no t-shirt or top on top of that to cover the arms, that's improving that body confidence because you're feeling good about the fact that you're toning those parts of the body. So we're toning the abs, the tummy, the core, we're toning the arms, obviously we're toning down the legs, we're strengthening around the ankles. Isn't that fantastic? Yeah, I think so. But a lot of our guys, they really notice those benefits over the course of time. But again, we can intellectualize over it, about the theory, we can read about it. It's about moving you from that thought of either that looks a bit weird or sounds a bit weird, or it sounds good in principle, but I'm not doing it yet. What is that reason? So that's where we want to get you into moving into that session where we can provide that professional instruction for you. And again, the way to do that is through the Power of the Poles course. So the Power of the Poles course, it's a 90-minute course. It's very simple. It's for all ages, all abilities. You don't have to be fit to do that course. You come along at whatever level of fitness that you have, and we will professionally guide you to get more out of yourself and to get the great learning to move yourself forward into greater activation of all parts of your body, but also all parts of your mind. So in that session, we'll stick the poles in your hand. We'll let you have a go with the poles, get you thinking how you should walk with the poles, but then we'll start deciding whether that is giving you as much benefit as it could. And then we'll go through a process of individually within a group space, Obviously, outside of lockdown, we'll do one-to-ones if we're in lockdown, but outside of lockdown, then we can provide that tuition to multiple people, and different people within that group space will be at different levels of their own experience with health and fitness and coordination and joint mobility. Just seeing the comments there about someone having the confidence to wear a bikini. I'm sure we can get to that point. But let's continue with this power of the poles. We are assisting you both in building your fitness, building the strength, balance, flexibility across your body, the confidence in the mind to do things that you may have done in the past that you're not doing now, or even build the confidence to do things that you had always wanted to do but never got around to doing. And again, some of those things are kind of relatively simple, like going up and down a hill. But the extrapolation of that could be that that is the confidence to go on a holiday to the Alps in the summer and go walking and see the fantastic, beautiful scenery. Or it's to go walking in the Lake District, maybe in any time of the year. There could be rain and slippy rocks. And, you know, do you have the strength in your ankles? Do you have the strength in your legs? Do you have the strength in your core and your back? And do you have the technique to get you down so it's not hurting your knees? Again, we notice this all the time as we teach this course, that people say, you know, I used to do this, but I can't now, or I have this problem and now I can't do this. And again, I'm not a believer in that you can't do this. There's always something that you can do to make some amends, to make some adjustment, both mentally and physically, to get you to do things that you want to do, or things that inspire you, or to have goals and aspirations to do something. So one of our walkers, she wants to go walking along the Caledonian Canal next year. And again, that is a long walk, and you have to have built up a level of resilience in your body, both in the strength of your body, in the flexibility of your body, in the fitness. And again, we move on to the sort of endurance aspects of using the poles, that as you start to walk with the poles and you're activating all of your body, you are toning all of your body just by walking, but walking with the poles, then that process is helping you to build that whole body resilience, that whole body fitness, that whole body strength and endurance. And lots of our walkers now over the years are quite willing to go up and down certain hills. We've got one called Cardiac Hill, where they would say, I don't want to go up that, or I'm no good up hills. I want to get to the top. I'm totally gassed out. And now they're doing it, and they're loving it, and they're enjoying it, because they have that sense of achievement that they got to the top, and they don't feel as puffed out as they did in the past. But it's not just about that one hill. It's about, where can I take it from there? Where can I go? What can I do? Can I go on a walk that is not just limited to 30 minutes or an hour? Can I go on a walk that is possibly 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, and know that I will have the confidence, the strength, the fitness, the endurance, the balance, the flexibility to manage all of that and get back and not be broken. Yeah, to get back to the next day and feel, you know, like you've done something, but you're not worn out for the whole week because you didn't have that strength, balance, flexibility, fitness, endurance inherently built in. And again, where do we move from here? So the thought is the education, the awareness, read about the benefits of walking with poles. Then we say, let's get off the fence. Let's go and do the Power of the Poles course, learn the technique professionally. And then from there, what do we have? We have a group, we have a system, we have a website, we have walks that are on our system for every week. You can come for short duration activities, about an hour long, where you can practice and improve and build your strength, balance, fitness, endurance, flexibility, all those different things within the course of those sessions. And in those sessions, you meet other people who have also been potentially where you are. They've wanted to do something, wanted to improve their weight, their body tone, their muffin top, tighten their butt cheeks, tone their bingo wings, get their heart rate improved, their cardiovascular fitness, just feel better about themselves, going outdoors on a regular basis, improving their mood, all those different things, they can take place. But they've got to start somewhere. You've got to say, this is what I'm learning about this. This sounds good. I've got to get off the fence. I've got to get myself outdoors and join this group. I've got to get on this Power of the Poles course. I've got to get myself started. I don't have to worry about buying the poles up front. I don't have to worry about buying expensive clothes up front. I don't have to worry about being super fit before I do this. You can start at any fitness level. You can be sat on the couch. You can have a pair of slippers if you want, and you can come and join us. Yeah. And we will help you from wherever you are today to get to wherever you currently think you want to get to. And once you've got there, we'll help you get through to the next phase, because once you get to that place that you currently think you would like to get to or wish it was possible to get to, then things will change. You will see the environment around you, of the people around you and what they're doing and where they came from and the weight that they lost and the fitness level they didn't have and the things that they gave up, whether that was food or alcohol or smoking or whatever. And you will start to say, I can see something different, a different possibility for me. I can see that I can now achieve this, that, or the other. And that might be going for a walk in the Lake District that you never thought right now that you could do. And then you'll achieve that. And then you will say, well, what next? I can go to Italy and walk in the Dolomites or something like that. You know, there's no limit for us in terms of what we want you to aspire to and what we can help facilitate with and for you. So they might look a little bit odd. You might be a little bit unsure at first about giving them a go. We have a very recognized and nationally recognized technique or way of teaching you, and we adapt that to you right now, where you are, whatever you are concerned about, whatever your level of fitness, whether you're coming back from the couch, from being overweight, from having an injury, from having surgery, whatever it is, we are there to support you. So that's, I think, as much as I can say. If you want to find out more about the poles, then you can Google Nordic Walking. You can look up the website nordicwalking.co.uk. You can look on our website walx.co.uk/groups/Walx Preston. You can jump in our Facebook group, 1,000 friends. You can see lots of people doing this activity, and you can see the energy and excitement that's going on in that group with the people as they go on their walks. Again, with or without poles, but a lot of them are using poles, but they are getting out there on a regular basis, building their fitness, building their strength, balance, flexibility, endurance. They're toning up, they're losing their muffin tops, they're toning their butt cheeks, they're toning their bingo wings, and they are building their confidence, and they are going out there and making friends and having a really good time. That's what I want for you too. I want you to join us. It's Matt from Walx Preston, and really appreciate you tuning in. If you've watched this to the end, then well done. That's a high five from me. And if you have, a special gift for you is that you get a free walk with me. And all you need to do is to put a comment below the video, whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching this as a playback. Either send me an email, send me a message, or comment on this post when you see it. And that's my gift to you. It's a free walk, and we can talk through where you are now, where you would like to get to, and whether we can support you with the Power of the Poles and our group, Walx Preston. So thank you. Thanks for listening in, and you take care today.